Hello, my friends. What a wonderful day it is it not? A little bit cool outside, yes, a little cool, but very nice, huh? You can go out and run around and play, yes you can. Well, today it's a very interesting video. Nah, not really. Well, okay, maybe it's not, I don't know. Depends on what you're looking for, huh? Are you looking for a very interesting video? This probably may not be it, huh? What I have today, just for you, is a comparison between the 1766 Charlottesville and the 1804 Napoleon infantry musket. That's what I got. I've got those, I do. I've got prison covers on them, just like so, for safety. Don't never forget about your safety. Obviously, I don't keep none of these loaded. One of them I got surveilled on, so you can carry it on your shoulder, and the other one, well, it's got hoops for it, but I ain't never got around to doing it yet. So, one of them things that I'm going to have to do. I don't know how this goes. Hopefully it's pointing in the right direction, eh? Okay, so let us start. First we have the beautiful, the wonderful, the amazing, the outrageous, the outrageous Charlottesville, Yes, the outrageous Charlottesville. Let's not knock anything off in here. Let's take a good look at her, She is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Can we step back and get a better picture? Nice steel ramrod, all that kind of good stuff. Here is the lock, Yes, it's got the open throat with the, it's the heart one, I'd say. Looks like a heart to me anyway. Does it to you? Yes. Yes, all right. How's she spark, Dad? Oh, well, she sparks good, I'd say. You don't believe me, do you? I'm telling you. Let's try it. All right, buddy, let's try it, Put the prison down. Do not cut ourselves. We will give it a shot. All right, here we go. Are we ready? Oh, we are ready. Oh, there it is. Still sparky. All right, so this is the old Charlottesville. She's a fine piece of work, she is. Very nice, Now, what we have in today's comparison, some things you compare ain't comparable. I know. I thought about that, I did. But okay, well, anyway, you know, what is there between, 50 years, a little more, I don't know. I'm not going to try to figure it up. Give myself a headache, I will. Well, anyway, here is a Napoleon, The Napoleon. Look, it's got the cheek cut there for your cheek, so when it kicks you in the face, it'll slide up past your cheekbone instead of trying to knock your jaw loose, Yes. They don't kick! Oh, yeah. They didn't put that in there because they don't kick. You load her up and see what she does to you. By golly, yes, it is the Napoleon, It's got writing on it. The other one says Charlottesville, of course, and this one says some other stuff, but I don't know. So there it is. It's got the similar kind of cock on it, but this one here, the cock is ovaled, ovaled up, and the one on the 1766 Charlottesville cock is flat, and this one's ovaled up. So, pay close attention to these pins here. You see how they point, they got the barrel band, and then you got this pin, and the pin points forward. Well, guess what? That's a little clue. It's got a brass pan on it too, Yes. And, it's got the tilted tip, like the old double barrel on the top of the frizzen, where it's tilted up a little bit on the old Napoleon, Yes. So, anyway, I thought I'd compare those two together, and the point is about pay attention to the barrel band pin that you push in to remove the band. You will notice when you look at them that on the Charlottesville 1766 that pin is behind the barrel band. If you have a 1777 or newer model Charlottesville, it would be like this Napoleon, that their metal pin will be in the front of the barrel band. That's a quick way to tell if you got the old 1766 or the 1777. So the Napoleon barrel band setup is going to be like a Charlottesville 1777, and of course the Charlottesville 1766 is set up as and is a 1766 reproduction model. Yes, reproduction. So I do believe the cock on the Charlottesville is lots bigger than the Napoleon one, huh? Napoleon ramrods are of course different, and there's a barrel lug on the bottom. I'm not allowed to play with bayonets. If you watch my videos, you know why. I've got another, oh, I don't know, 50 days left before I'm allowed to play with a bayonet again. Pokey, pokey. So let me take the camera, go over these and try to get them on the camera. And we'll do it slowly. See, the French Napoleon is, oh, it's only about that much longer than the Charlottesville. Huh? They look like they're very long, but not quite as long as you might think. So let's take the camera, go over these real quick so you can see them just sitting here together on the table, huh? Let's take a look. Let's take a good look, huh? All right. So, like I said, this barrel band, it's in front. It's a newer model. If this was a Charlottesville, this would be a 1777, 1766. The metal band isn't up here, it's back here. That's how you can tell 1766, this here for a 1777 Charlottesville. And of course it says Charlottesville right there on the, right here. And then it's got some French stuff here. Yeah, I can't see it. I didn't have my glasses, I don't. So anyway, somebody asked a question about the wood on these and just exactly what it is. And I understand some of it's a little softer and some of it's a little harder than others, but to my understanding, and it makes sense, being where they come from, you got brass and steel. Yeah, this here's bent down a little bit, but that's how they made them. And this here's the old, I don't know, this is a cone, I guess, ramrod, and this is the knob, the knobby, I say, old knobby. So anyway, that's that side of them, eh? Yes. But, I don't know, little information there on things, huh? Not too much. We don't want to blow your mind away with too much information, huh? We don't want your head to go poof. That's what mine like to do. My head likes to go poof. But so that is the right side of those two particular muskets. You know, everybody wants to call them rifles and stuff like that, but they're muskets, mate. They're smooth bore, I say. How many people's got to say that? I don't know, but that's what they are. They're just like an old shotgun is. So, if you deer hunt, you got an old shotgun, and you use pumpkin balls, and you can shoot them in there. You shoot all kinds of stuff in these things. So, they're lots of fun. All right, so let's roll it over. Here, each one of them. Carefully. Don't want to bang them together, huh? They might get banged up a little, but I don't want to have it happen too soon, huh? To keep them nice as long as I can. All right, and I don't know really what there is to see on this other side, but I guess you could see some of the wood grain, maybe. Get an idea of that and say, oh, the wood looks good, Mr. Ed. Yes, it doesn't look too horrible, does it? And so you take a look at them down this way. This one here has got a really pretty grain to it here. And it's got a big E right there. I don't know what that stands for. I'd have to look that up. And then it's got 1777 right there on the top of the breech on the Napoleon musket. Now, I never looked at this musket very good, obviously, because I'm like, what? What is going on here? What is going on here? I don't get it. What is happening? What is happening? What is happening? Oh, my God, I don't know. But, yeah, it says 17. The Moy Armory, I suppose it's called like that in France, 1777. So, guess what? Yes. That's what it says on top of the barrel, huh? So, that was interesting. That was interesting find, Mr. Ed. Oh, I did. It was interesting to find that it was. And that's what it says on there. I don't know if you can see it or not. I tilt it just right, maybe, huh? Lots of shadows. Lots of shadows there. I don't know. But anyway, it's in Napoleon, and it says it's dated from 1804 up to, my memory shot. I got a little cheat note here. Looks like about 1804 to 1815, huh? That's what they're saying. So, you know, how accurate that is, we don't know. But we do know that we just discovered something interesting, huh? And the trigger guard, of course, is brass, and the triggers are different. The Napoleon, is a flat trigger like a stick, nice and straight, and this one here is more of got a little curve to it, and it's steel, and this one is brass, and this trigger is floppy, and this one is not. So you got a sloppy trigger on that Napoleon, you do, Mr. Ed? I do. I noticed that. I did. Did we spark it? No, we didn't. It don't even have a flint in it. Yep, because we ain't did a daggone thing with it. Absolutely nothing. We haven't done a thing with the old infantry musket. But yes, it has French writing on the side of it. They've done a good job with it. It's got some proof marks and different things. It's a good reproduction, huh? It's a very good reproduction, huh? Well, yes, it is. All right, so I thought I'd compare them two together. So, anyway, some stuffs I compare together. Well, you know, it's not comparable. But hey, what can I say? As long as I'm having a good time, right? But yes, I didn't notice that. So I got to 1804 starting out Napoleon rifle. It says stamped on the top of it 1777. And of course that would make it the year, if that was the year it was manufactured, in reality, then the bearer bands would be correct for a 1777 French Charlottesville as well. So if you're looking at them and somebody says, I got this here 1777 Charlottesville, and you look at it and the barrel band pins are behind the barrel band, you say, I'm sorry, that's a 1766. And if it's in front, you say, oh yes, that's what you got, all right. So, needless to say, eh? You say that a lot, do you? I do say it, I do. Don't mean to, but I do. Oh, I forgot, you know, these intrigued me so much. I got so memorized by these two muskets, I forgot to get me a drink of coffee, I did. It's pretty bad when you're playing with your muskets and you forget to drink your coffee and it gets cold, huh? It's pretty bad. You should always remember to drink your coffee. Because you're going into a trance like the Twilight Zone, huh? Yes. Ah, yes. Like I said, they got some magical properties to them, huh? Now, the Napoleon has a absolutely, for these type of rifles, it has an absolutely gorgeous lighter tone to the wood, and the wood looks very beautiful, huh? And then on the Charlottesville, it's darker, and its wood tone may come out. It may come out if you refinished it or something. You didn't like that particular color. You wanted to change how she looked. I'm not going to bother these. I'll leave them as they are. I won't mess with them. But if for some reason you decided that you wanted to redo them, you bought it for a kit, so you can revamp it to your taste, and you want to beautify it, huh? Make it more beautiful to what you like. Maybe you'd like it in different whatever. So, and you can do that. So, and a lot of people say, well, you know, it's just think of it as a finished kit, and then you just got to tweak it, huh? Yeah, so you tweak it up a little bit, and they're pretty nice. But I thought I'd do that comparison real quick. I was sitting upstairs, and I thought, you know, I just wonder what that Napoleon musket from 1804 looks like compared to the Charlottesville 1766. I think we got Pedisoli Charlottesville too, and it's 1766. I don't think I got a 1777 in a marked Charlottesville. I didn't think. I'll have to check, but because some of these belong to my son, and I haven't really given him the once over, huh? So, but needless to say, eh? How many times you gonna say that? Well, you know, I didn't script me talks. They just come out. Whatever happens, happens. As you could tell by the time I bayoneted myself, huh? Henceforth, I'm not allowed to play with bayonets for another 50 days anyway, something like that. Otherwise, I could show you how bayonets fit on them. We could cheat and go get it. I don't think nobody's going to put a stop to me, but, you know, after that, I don't want to say it, but I'm scared of them bayonets. First time I went and got one, it fell out of the sheath and ting into the floor. If you watch that video, you'll see me go back to get it, and you'll hear a ting, and it's like, well, if my foot would have been under there, that would have hurt. But after I ran into it with my arm and the weight of that brown bass, oh my goodness, it didn't hardly move it. It just stuck right in my arm, it did. I said, oh, it was a bad word I said. Please forgive me. I apologize for that, eh? Especially to the ladies. I always apologize to the ladies. Casey and I use some foul language, my dears. I am very sorry. I didn't mean to be that way, but sometimes I need my mouth washed out with soap, I do. My mama did that one time. She said, I'm cleaning up your filthy mouth. And she got me down. I was just a young whippersnapper, and she got me in a headlock and took a bar of soap, and woohoo! And I think I can remember about the worst thing, which was horrible, was trying to get that soap out from between my teeth. Because she really worked it over, man. I must have ate a half a bar of soap. Now they tell you, you don't do that with your kids, you kill them. So, but back then, you know, when I was a kid, I didn't know. That was a lot different than it is nowadays, eh? So, yeah. Oh my. Hey, I hear the dehumidifier is running, huh? But I don't have a bayonet to run into, so why go shut it off, right? All right, 16 minutes of unedited fun, eh? Yes. Well, okay. So I hope you enjoyed that, and you like those. They look pretty nice. Both of these are from Military Heritage. They sent those to me. So, yep, they are nice. I just, oh, they're so beautiful. Oh, my chérie. Oh, my chérie. No, don't do that. Don't fall in love with them too much, huh? All right, what are we gonna do now? Oh, what you gonna do now, Mr. Ed? Well, I don't know, huh? I suppose I could take these, close up this video, shut it down, eh? Fist bump! Oh! Yes, and go and put them back up where I keep them stored, huh? So, but yes, they're very nice. There's a little bit of education in there. I think I'm correct on what I'm saying. Don't hold me to it 100% in case you find a little boo-boo in there. And you're wrong about that. You're wrong. You're screwing up. You're telling people bad information. Right? Huh? I didn't mean to. Certainly I didn't mean to. I didn't know. Now that I know, I'll make sure I correct it, eh? That's what you do. You correct it. That way, you get the right information, huh? So, yes. Well, anyway, I thought I'd do that real quick, because I didn't do videos for a few days, and I didn't have nothing to watch. I like to watch myself. Oh, you like to watch yourself, eh? You some kind of weirdo? No, I don't think I was a weirdo. I might be, though. Who knows? He might be a weirdo. Well, anyway. Oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Oh, my. So that's it. So, hope everybody had a good day and everything's going good for you. May your prayers be answered, and be sure you get in contact with the good Lord Jehovah in heaven and glorify and speak his holy name. Do that and on a regular basis, and keep those things away from you that's not good. They're always trying to squeeze in and cause you trouble, you know, and you don't want that. So you need some good protection in this world, somebody to look out for you, and there's nobody better than that. So, and I had a guy, there's a gentleman who will give you a testimony to the good Lord and how he can save you, because this is a story that I read, and I can't tell you where to get it at or reference it offhand, because I read it and I thought, wow, that's just absolutely an amazing story, right? So I read it, and there was a gentleman, it's World War II, right? And this American soldier is coming up the hill, and he's the like the second or third man in line. Well, apparently there's an old Kraut Nazi MG42 nest right there, which nobody's seen, and he walks right by it. And then when the next couple of guys come in, and most of the platoons come up through there, they just cut loose on him. And that thing shoots like 1,200 rounds a minute, right? So they just start cutting loose on him, and they're hurting people left and right. Well, he don't know what to do, and he looks and he sees this ditch to dive in. So he dives in this ditch, and lo and behold, when he hits the ditch, he realizes that this is just a tire track, that he's actually dived into a tire track. But to him, it looked like a deep ditch when he was going to jump in it. And he just laid there because they were spraying everywhere, and he didn't know, he just didn't move. He just laid there. And he was in this tire track. It's a little rut. It's not even no ditch. He's still sticking up, eh? So the Krauts just kept spraying with the old MG42, and then they'd look over the way, and he'd be thinking about getting up, and they might see him move a little bit, so they'd whip over there, and then, back and forth like that, back and forth. They come over and they sprayed him over and over again, right? Now, how's this guy? 1,200 rounds a minute. They're laying the lead on him. They buried that man in dirt, is what they did. Completely buried him in the dirt. And then, boom, somebody got a grenade in. Goodbye, Nazis. Yes, and the MG42 went boom. Ah, what a sad loss of a beautiful firearm, huh? Well, if you're not going to use it for good and you're going to use it for evil, then it needs to be destroyed, huh? Yes. Don't use them for evil. They're just a tool. That's all they are, a tool. That's right. You got firearms around your house, and it's like, I gotta keep my firearms safe. Yes, you do. I got kids running around. I gotta keep them put up. Well, when I had kids, I had a huge concern about the children and accidentally playing around with firearms. So what I did is I got me one of them safety boxes. It's just a little box, a little black box, and it's got a combination on it, and you can put your money in it. It's just a little safe. You can pick one up at Walmart, huh? They're not very expensive. I took my guns apart. I took the bolts out of any rifles. I took the barrels out of any pistols I had at the time, anything like that, and I put them all in this box, and they were locked up and put away. And and so, you can have everything you need, but if you don't have the barrel or you don't have the bolt, I don't think you're going to be using that particular piece of equipment, huh? You're just pooped out of luck, huh? That's what I say. So, if you're thinking about it and you got stuff around and it's a thought, they give you these here locks on a chain where you can put them on a cable, and you put it down through the barrel and bring it around and lock it in. That's easily cut, you cut. And even if somebody if somebody breaks in your house and swipes your firearm, well, unless they find your box, that firearm is no good to them, huh? That's no barrel in the damn thing, huh? Ooh, 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 ooh. There's that there cuss word again. Oh! Don't do it. Don't say no bad words, eh? Oh, that one time I was talking about catching some fish, and I said the damn fish. I did catch them at the dam, by the way. Okay, so we'll let you go on that one, right? But, yeah, so if you got firearms and stuff in your home, these ones here, you take out the flint, you're pretty much done, right? You got some new flint, I could take a little box of flint, put it up somewhere. I don't know what they find the sparkle with, eh? If they can't get a hold of no flint, they're in trouble. If they can't get no powder, which they shouldn't be able to get no powder, then they're even less likely to be able to do anything they ain't supposed to do. But you got to train your children, teach them, talk to them, let them know that, hey, this stuff's hands off, you don't touch it. You go to somebody else's home, you see it, they start messing with you, you call me, let me know, get away from them. Do not play with these things. They are not child toys. But also refer them that if they want to do something with them and that kind of nature, to let you know. You'll go be happy to take them to the range and teach them, huh? And show them the right way to do things and handle this stuff to keep it safe. And that's what you have to do. You have to put some time into it. So, because there's a lot of people has them, and there's a lot of different ways to make sure they're secured. Some people got a nice big safe. Some people don't. So you can take, like I said, take the bolts out, take the barrels out, put them in a lock box, and put them up somewhere. Pretty much renders them useless. Keep your stuff separated and all that kind of stuff where it's not all together. Of course, if you have a one that you carry and all that stuff, you want to keep it on you, huh? That's what you want to do. Make sure you got track of it at all times. Hopefully you know how to take one apart and clean it, and then you can put it back together or whatever if you want to take it out. But you'll have to go and and get it the rest of the parts for it. You might take a tag or something if you got more than one and mark the barrels and stuff so you don't get your parts mixed up. Although, you know, some only fit one way. But you'll be sitting there like me all day long. Oh, can't get this to fit, I can't. I've been trying to put this barrel in here for 2 hours and it don't fit. And then my son comes over and he says, Dad, what you doing trying to put that Glock barrel in that Taurus gun? Oh my goodness, that's not the right barrel. 2 hours of fiddling with that and it didn't fit, eh? No, it don't fit. So, but anyway, it is what it is, huh? Sometimes you, how's that go? Sometimes you get, sometimes, oh, I can't remember the saying, huh? It's not like early bird gets the worm, but it's sometimes you get it and sometimes you don't, huh? You just don't notice stuff. Like playing a video game, you don't notice stuff. You get stuck and you can't move. And it's like, oh my gosh, I'm stuck here. I've been stuck here for 2 weeks. Now you can go online and cheat and stuff and figure out, hey, you know what? I'll get through that. I'll cheat. And you go through and look it up and cheat. But I never like to do that. I always go back and try to figure my way through. So a lot of times I got stuck in some games. I wasn't able to make my way through them. And I never did go look it up to see how to do it. I just quit playing. I did and found something else. There's so much new stuff coming out, overwhelming you that, you know, oh, I'm moving on to the next game, I is, you know. So, yeah. Wasting me money, that's what I'm doing. Wasting me money. So, but, oh, by the way, the barrel bands on the Napoleon is also brass. So, yes, I noticed that. Brass, trigger guard. Everything on the Charlottesville is steel. But we got a brass nose cap, 2 barrel bands, and the trigger guard and the flash pan on the Napoleon are all brass. So, and I haven't taken these off, and I hope they don't booger it up and make it look bad. It looks very nice the way it is. So, getting them bands off, you know, it's going to be scraping on the wood. So, anything could happen, huh? Especially if they stuck them on there and when it was wet. So, I don't know. But I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it, eh? You pull them barrel bands off, you might want to restain and refinish it. It might make a mess. I don't know. But that's the comparison that I did, getting back on track to where I was supposed to be, not running the clock up, eh? Everybody wants to listen to you run your chops. Hey, we want to listen to you run your chops. Get off there. And, well, we quit distracting me, will you? So, the dog locks hammers are flat too, I believe. You know, the older you get, the different styles of cocks. They, you know, the 1777 is rounded and the 1766 is flat. I'm assuming that, you know, being a reproduction, it's going to be as close to the original as possible. But hey, the furnace started up. There's no time in sitting here listening to the old furnace go rumble, 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 right? So we might as well say goodbye, toodaloo, so long, and hope you're having a great and wonderful day. Till next time.